over raising the debt ceiling continues and approaches some kind of deadline, it's helpful to understand that there's a reason why this is such favorable terrain for Republicans and why it is so dangerous for all of us. It's a basic public opinion problem. When you ask the public, and this is true for decades, as long as I've been covering politics, when you ask the public generally in the abstract, is the federal government spending too much? You tend to get a resounding yes. Recent poll, for example, found 60% of U.S. adults said, yes, we are spending too much. But then when you ask people about specific programs, you get a very different answer. In the exact same poll, 65% said they're too little spending on education. 63% said there's too little spending on health care. 62% say the same on Social Security, infrastructure. 59% say the same on assistance to the poor. 58% on Medicare. People don't actually want spending cuts. They like these programs. In fact, they want to spend more on them. And so, of course, what Republicans have somewhat successfully engineered in this debt ceiling fight is a kind of national debate around the broad idea of spending too much, as opposed to a debate about cutting specific things. Last month, for example, they passed this ridiculous bill proposing just that, right? Cutting federal discretionary spending to the level of the last fiscal year, imposing an arbitrary overall 1% cap on growth, all of it devoid of specifics, right? These are just top lines, numbers. And now the negotiations on those all-important details are happening behind closed doors, which also favors them because they don't have to defend individual cuts. Now they have to decide, well, what are we actually going to cut to get those nice round numbers? And the items on the chopping block really tell you how deranged this entire enterprise is. Listen to me here. Republicans reportedly want to cut the vaccine development program. $5 billion of funding intended for the next generation of coronavirus vaccines and treatments. The program, called Project NextGen, aims to fund the development of new vaccines that could potentially offer longer-lasting protection against a wider array of coronavirus variants or better defense against infections. It also intends to fund the development of pan-coronavirus vaccines, which would protect against different coronaviruses and new monoclonal antibody treatments. This is a program that builds on Donald Trump's single unambiguous success, Operation Warp Speed, that helped to develop the COVID vaccines in record time. The vaccines saved 20 million lives around the world just in their first year. Just think for a moment. We all lived this, okay? It was just a few years ago. The sheer human misery, illness, death, cost, trauma that could be avoided by investing a tiny portion of the federal budget, I mean tiny, into preparing for the next coronavirus outbreak, the next pandemic. Imagine having a vaccine that protected you from all coronaviruses. I literally cannot think of a better bang for the buck. But that's where they're going to chop. Because, of course, this is what it looks like when you get down to the details. The Republican negotiators have essentially taken 85% of the budget off the table, including things like defense spending and Social Security. Leaves a pretty small portion left to work with. And again, we can't forget the key context here. Over the past couple of years, the American right and the Republican Party have collapsed into a vortex of anti-vaccine nonsense that is dangerous, disastrous, and disconnected from reality. They have decided the single greatest achievement of the Trump presidency, perhaps the greatest health intervention of our time, was actually some sort of malevolent plot. And that anti-vax movement is an outgrowth of the insane, neurotic universe of extremely online conservatives who spend all day slinging disinformation and offensive memes at each other. The figurehead of that movement, of course, is the weirdest and most extremely online right-winger of them all, Elon Musk. And their candidate is the anti-vaccine crusader, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Well, tonight, the two of them met for a truly epically disastrous online launch-ish of DeSantis' presidential campaign. All of the truly amazing details next.